passing 2 touchdowns against Maryland last week. On first down, they hand it off. Marshall still running. Jordan Marshall out of bounds at the 40-yard line.
Game number 4.
First down and 10 at the 39. Underwood to throw. Underneath, he finds his receiver. It's Marshall. He'll dive forward.
And Caleb Downs in the back end. He's terrific.
First down and 10 at the 29. Marshall now running right. And he'll crash across the line. Underwood, quarterback run. And he'll go nowhere. Wrestled down. Kenyatta Jackson, 18 years old. At quarterback. Underwood flips it out. And incomplete. Marshall the target. Got it up. And good. 7 touchdowns. Only 4 interceptions for Sayin this year. From the 25, Sayin looks up top. Incomplete. That ball intended for...
Well, what great coverage by Zeke Berry out there. He's only 5'11", 196, and there's nobody in college football that's been better on deep balls than Carnell Tate. The contested catch, he has excelled at. But Berry did a great job of waiting until that ball got to the hands, and then he reaches up and knocks it away.
A lower body injury. Out for the last 2. 2nd and 10 at the 25. Sayin again near side. Intercepted. Hill. And Michigan with the first turnover of the game.
He never recognized the coverage. Hill is going to sink off and be underneath the route because he's got help over the top. You see the safety screaming over the top right there. Sayin never saw him. He tries to go back shoulder, but Hill is underneath the route. That is a beautiful defense designed by Wink Martindale. Young quarterback doesn't see it, and a massive turnover for Michigan here early in the game. This place is going crazy.
Underwood wants to run with a lane. Underwood dives and is wrapped up. Marshall with a hole. Marshall, a burst. Marshall cuts it inside, down. Ready. The Michigan offensive line moving people.
That's right, and what you're always going to get with Michigan is pullers. You've got Jake Guanera, the guard. He pulls over. Beautiful block by Jalen Hoffman, number 42. And then you've got Marshall, who, again, has been one of the best backs in the country the second half of the year.
First down and 10 at the 11. Underwood, another quarterback run. Stiff-armed, and he'll get out of bounds inside the 10.
That's how you can get somebody open.
2nd and 8 at the 9. And they run it straight ahead with Marshall Husdell. They call him Coos. 3rd down and 6 at the 7. Underwood in the corner, incomplete. He came back, may have played himself into the first round of the NFL draft.
Yeah, he's got great length, and watch how he just doesn't panic when the ball is in the air. Good contact, obviously. He's had penalty problems in his career. 16 last year, only 3 this year. So he's done an excellent job of learning how to play once the ball is in the air, and he does a good job there making it tough on McCulley.
One-on-one with McCulley, literally. And it's good. 6-0 freshman. And they'll give it to him with a hole, and Jackson. Bo Jackson, the pistol. They give it to him, running right. Donaldson comes in at running back. He's the big guy, weighs 230. Sayin rolling, delivers, caught. Nicely done by Ohio State.
Yeah, beautiful job. You're going to get the run going this way, and then Sayin's coming out, and the tight end is just lost by both Michigan defenders. Kazmarek is not a guy that they target a lot. That's only his 8th catch of the season, but a nice little dump off and an easy completion for a quarterback on 3rd and short to move the chains.
Ohio State settling down a bit. Play fake. Sayin checks it down. Jackson with room. Bo Jackson knocked out of bounds at the
sees down the field, and here he gets it to the check down, and then the other guys turn into blockers. Watch Brandon Ennis, captain for this Ohio State team, just throwing the safety TJ Metcalf out of the way as Bo Jackson was taken off down the field.
Sayin gives it to Jackson, trying to get outside. Oh, nice stunner step. Jackson with a burst. Bo Jackson out of bounds at the Michigan 5.
What a move to the outside. outside. He gives the stutter. Jimmy Rolder, the linebacker, he slows up. TJ Metcalf, the safety, comes out inside leverage. He's got to be outside. Then Jackson hits the side.
Donaldson, the power back in the game. Sayin in the corner. Smith, incomplete.
You know, they've put him on an island a couple of times against Smith here inside the 5, and that one maybe just overthrown a bit from Julian Sayin, who's normally very accurate. We've seen Smith make some of the most incredible catches in college football, but just can't quite.
Donaldson, and he'll be tackled for a loss. Donaldson remains in the game. The deep man in the I formation. They give it to him. Donaldson crashes forward.
How about K-Mac in the game at fullback?
Second down and goal at the 1. Ohio State looks like Donaldson. Did he get in?
Michigan defender that is still down. Great look right here. There's big Caden McDonald. He's trying to get his buddy into the end zone, but just cannot get that plane. C.J. Donaldson didn't want to reach the ball over. That's pretty smart by him to maintain possession right there, but there is a Michigan defender down here late. Great job by Brandon Hillman, number 6. Holding strong. 2 downs to score here.
The third down and goal at the 1. Quarterback sneak.
I don't think he got in. They're trying to get the push. And he just loses his footing, and you can see his feet sleep out. But now, a late touchdown call by the officials after they uncovered the pile. Wow, that is about as late as I've ever seen, Gus.
No doubt about it. They give Ohio State the touchdown.
I mean, look at, you can see 10. He's a half a yard short. More difficult, and it will be a kick for Ohio State. There's Bennett Christian, and watch as he's just going to flinch right there, right before the snap. And
it's good. Sunderwood. And he'll hand it off to Kuzdal. Kuzdal, a whirling derby. 2nd and 5 to the 30. Kuzdal remains in the game at running back. Play fake. Underwood steps up in the pocket. And he'll be tackled for a loss.
He's in because Max Bredesen, he's been out with a foot injury that happened last week. Here's Hoffman right here, and he just has to tackle Sonny Styles. Sonny Styles is such an incredible player and athlete. You can see the violence.
Underwood looking, scrambling, tries to make a move. They'll get across the line of scrimmage on the tackle.
Yeah, well, what you see here out of these Ohio State players is stickiness on defense. You know, they are great in coverage in the secondary, and there's just nowhere to go with the ball. Curry also drops out from that in position, and then he's able to step up and contain. Underwood trying to make a play with his legs, can't do it. Nice job for Ohio State.
This is the deep man. He's at his own 27. Ennis backpedaling. He'll get a shot. Steps up. And Ennis crosses the 35. Sayin to Jeremiah Smith. And Smith crosses the line. Jackson tracked down from behind. 3rd and 7 from the 40. Sayin with time underneath, caught, and a first down. Yards. Make that Carnell Tate.
Yeah, a nice hook route right here from Tate, and the ball is on time and on target right at the sticks. Very smart receiver.
Jackson trying to get outside, cuts it back in the game at running back. Michigan showing blitz. Here they come. Jackson.
Tempo here into 3rd down.
3rd and 6 at the 48. Sayin looking. Near side. Caught. Carnell Tate.
He looks healthy on the outside. This is a great job. Again, he's just going to force a deep route, and then he's going to hook it up right at the first down marker. We've seen that now twice today. Very intelligent player
for the Buckeyes. Sayin looking. Sideline toss, caught, and it's back
to throw this ball to Tate. You're going to get a route all the way over the field, and you can see Julian Sayin as he steps up in the pocket. He wants it, and then he's got to exit, and he gets to the check down on the outside to get some positive yardage.
Jackson. Not a lot. Sayin. Delayed handoff. Jackson, and he's hit with a back. Sayin. Winds up. Caught. Jeremiah. Touchdown. Happy birthday.
Just an insane route from Jeremiah Smith. Watches, he's going to go inside, and then he's outside, and Barrick cannot follow him. And they single covered him. They did it on third down, Gus. They did it again on fourth down. That's rolling the dice with number 4. And that's exactly what Ryan Day wanted to see his quarterback do. The replay, was the ball coming loose? I didn't see that it was coming loose. Oh, it was. But he got control of it with that left foot down. I did not see that on the initial replay. Gus, that is a good pickup. You see as it comes loose just a little bit. Is that foot out of bounds?
You can't tell it there. This is a better angle.
Ooh. Oh my goodness. This is going to be a massive.
Marsh, the deep man. And he'll start from the 6. Wrapped up 10-6. Cosdell.
Push getting to the edge of this defense. They have not been able to do that in the last couple series.
2nd and 8. Cosdell again, bottled up. Little burst.
Here, screen against Jermaine Matthews.
He's had a spectacular freshman season. Underwood looks that way. Winds up, back shoulder, incomplete. And
pass interference, defense, number 7, 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
Well, you see that left arm, it hooked around that waist, and it kind of drags him down. And Marshall is unable to get
breathing room. Cosdell breaks it back. And Cosdell
doing that for their young quarterback in the backs here today.
2nd and 5. Cosdell. And with a burst. He's got speed. And gets thrown out of bounds.
Tell you, this is an excellent block on the edge by the tight end. This is number 83, Zach Marshall. And he just stands Curry up, and he's able to keep him held up. Maybe he gets away with a little hold right there, but Cosdell finds that opening to the outside. Marshall on Curry.
Out for Michigan at the Ohio State 36. Cosdell again. And this kid is so impressive.
Outstanding, and now Cosdell has been good.
2nd and 8 at the 34. Cosdell. And he gets rocked. Underwood. Quick release. And caught. Michigan team is number 51.
There's no doubt. Greg Crippen, the center, he's got to orchestrate everything here today in the middle.
First down to the 26. And Cosdell looking to get outside. He will not. Great pursuit by the Ohio State 14 at the 30. Big play for Michigan. Underwood in trouble. Dumps it off. And pressure.
Well, here's Arvell Reese, and he's just reading. He's just dropped back in zone. He sees Cosdell coming out of the backfield.
It's 2 for 2 to start. Pure quarter. Sayin pulls it out. Finds Tate, turns it up. And Tate looks like he has a first down.
Number 4 is not on the other side. You're thinking to yourself, like, well, this is a for sure first-round draft pick. Comes back to the first down.
They give him 9. 2nd and 1. Sayin, play fake. Over the middle. And caught. Whoa, what a great 25.
Well, you get a blitz right here, which means that the other linebacker, Jimmy Rolder, is going to be one-on-one with the tight end right down the seam. And as soon as the tight end clears the linebacker, Sayin lets go of the football right in front of the safety. That's a beautiful throw and catch.
First down, State getting up and down quickly. Jackson with space, first down. Bo. Julian Sayin all day to throw it. And out of bounds.
Insane. He's looking over here to the right side, but what he misses is the middle of the field is wide open, and Jeremiah Smith is going to be wide open on the in cut over here. Watch him see him come into the screen. If he just hangs out a second, steps up into the pocket, goes.
Tate in motion. Sayin looks that way. Drops it off. Jackson. And Jackson. Pass American motion. Sayin with time underneath, caught in a first down. Brandon Innes.
Because here's Max Clare, and watch as he's just going to clear out, and that allows Innes to come inside of that. That clear out route inside then opens up the space. Sayin is looking that way the entire time, and Innes.
Sayin inside handoff to Jackson. Jackson cuts it back, and he'll get close. Bojack. First down, Ohio State. At the Ohio State 13. First and 10 at the 11. Jackson again squeezes through the hole. Bo Jackson.
Not too much time here in the last minute of the second quarter.
Second and 1 at the 3. They pitch it to Jackson, looking for daylight. He won't get it. Tackled by Innes, the motion man. Sayin underneath, caught, touchdown, Innes.
Well, we saw this exact same combination a little earlier. Watch Clare. He's going to clear things out and then allow Innes to work underneath. The defensive back was behind. That's a freshman, Jordan Young, number 14. He gets stuck behind Clare's route, and that's an easy slant.
For Bryce Underwood at the 25. Guzdo. And he'll be lucky to get back to the line.
That's our first ordinance qualification. Down counts. Second out.
Okay, so here they're getting after it up there and then kind of lose them, but they keep going after it and then they slip.
All right, Jen, thank you very much. So Ohio State ready to get the football. Lorenzo Styles. Ohio State offense. Carnell Tate goes in motion. Sayin, quick strike out wide. Jeremiah Smith runs into his own.
Which leads to those one-on-ones on the outside.
Second and 6 at the 25. Jackson again, and you got to get a lot. Jackson remains in the game. They give it to him, and he picks up the first down. 33. Jackson trying to get outside, cuts it back in, choppy steps.
Half of the year.
Second and 8 at the 35. Remember, he's a freshman. Play fake. Sayin finds him in the flats. Bo Jackson out of bounds. Some great backs here at Ohio State. This kid is on his way to being one of them as well.
He really is, and this is what I was talking about earlier in the game. Julian Sayin sees coverage down the field, and he knows his check down's going to be wide open. That's not the first read. It's not the second read in that concept. It's the third read. And Bo Jackson's wide open, so he gets the ball. Sayin gets it to him on the run.
110 yards on 2 touchdowns. First and 10 of the 47. Sayin sideline incomplete.
We've come so accustomed to seeing him throw the ball with accuracy, and Clare was open. They were running a little wheel route for him to get open behind the defense. You can see he was wide open.
Jackson. And Jeremiah Smith. Here comes a blitz. They pick it up over the middle. They won't get the first down. Max Clare as a Wolverines gang tackle. Here comes the punt team.
This is a really good job by Jordan Young, the safety. He knows they're blitzing, so he comes down fast, and he knows that Ohio State player, Max Clare, is going to look back for the ball as the blitz is occurring. It's called a sight adjust from the tight end. He turns back.
And for Jordan Marshall, who went out in the first half with that shoulder injury. And this one thrown in the seam. Whoa, 26.
I mean, this is a great throw, but a better catch. Underwood is looking for this seam in the defense right there, and as 3 Ohio State players converge on the ball, McCulley is able to grab it.
Out wide this time. It's Marlon down and 10 at 46. Cusdell.
Stay with their game plan.
3rd down and 10. Underwood checks it down. Cusdell
I
incomplete.
love the freshman to just read it out, the concept. And here's why. Because he's going to have his best wide receiver, Andrew Marsh, breaking over Caleb Downs and into a hole in the defense right there. And if that ball is thrown on time and on target, that's a 1st down. And he gets to the
quick strike near side Tate. And he'll dive forward to the Sand sprints out of the pocket. Looks backside. Down the field. Tate. Touchdown. Tater. Home run hitter.
This is a beautiful concept. Sand's going to roll out, and Tate's going to look like he's bending over to the corner, and then he cuts it off back this way. Watch the safety backside for Michigan. He gets caught up in the other routes on the opposite side of the field, and as soon as he stops his feet, Tate's wide open over
Since
the
the
top.
first half, he's back in the game. And they'll give it to him. Trying to get a cut inside, and he's lucky to get
shoulder injury from 2 weeks ago. He warmed up on the sideline implored. He wanted a chance to get back in the years, guys.
All right, Tom, thank you.
One's going to come out soon.
1st down at the 39. Underwood on the play action fake. Underneath the Ohio State defense.
Yeah, and here's the hard part with just saying, hey, we got to attack down the field, is that guy's in the middle of the field. And watch him read the eyes of the quarterback, and then he's right there to intercept, or excuse me, take away that ball to Marlon Klein. Just a beautiful job of reading the eyes, and he's even an Ed Reed-style player.
2nd and 10 at the 39. Marshall. Not much. Underwood. Winds up. Back shoulder. Incomplete, but a flag.
15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic 1st down.
Well, this is what Igbinosun has been avoiding this year, is the defensive pass interference calls. He had 16 defensive.
Play fake. Underwood checks it down. Incomplete. Marshall
is going to be open right down the middle on that right side. And he tries to get it to Marshall, and I think that would be the most difficult thing for Marshall. Yes, it's the contact with the shoulder, but also trying to catch the ball in order to get the hands ready to catch it.
2nd down and 10. And Marshall driven backwards by Underwood. Incomplete.
Yeah,
that one thrown
last
high.
year, to say he was down, I think he was about as down in the dumps as he ever has been. Beautiful run there by C.J. Donaldson, but has come out here with a renewed sense of purpose and a business-like attitude.
On 2nd down and 2, Isaiah
This
West.
year they've been themselves every week.
1st down at the 24. And it's Jackson. Brilliant has been wonderful after that interception. Donaldson. Out of the eye. Quarterback sneak. And looks
Continuing
like
on with his Heisman candidacy.
1st down at the 34. Donaldson breaks it back. And, 6 straight runs for Ohio State. Now Sayin downing up a long throw. Incomplete. State offensive line playing some of their best football. Sayin still with all day to throw. Now he'll
Just said it, the protection was outstanding. I want you to watch the block of C.J. Donaldson, number 12. He's going to come up on the edge on this right side, and he's going to knock down the edge right there, and does a great job allowing Sayin to get outside of the pocket to the edge and ultimately run for that pylon and a 1st down.
Guys, the reigning national champions, undefeated, #1 team in America. Donaldson trying to get outside, and he will not. Good coverage. Julian Sayin looking, sideline, clear, and he'll get inside Michigan territory. Jackson gets to the edge, 1st down, Ohio State. Bo Jackson, Travion Henderson, Quinson Judkins, now this kid.
I tell you what, he is an excellent back, and he gets a little assist right here. Beautiful block right there on the edge, and it allows him to just escape the reach of Jason Barham. That's Nate Roberts, number 83, just a true freshman who gets enough of number 1 Barham, and then Bo Jackson, another true freshman, is able to get on the edge.
Isaiah West this time, and he'll be tackled for a
Enough
loss.
possessions to come back in this game.
2nd and 10. Again on the ground, West breaking tackles, and another 14 yards.
And check out the left side of the offensive line. They mash everything down. Shabola around the edge. You got a tight end leading up into the hole. That's Will Kazmarek. And Isaiah West does a great job getting behind those blockers and then running through contact, breaks a tackle of TJ Metcalf.
Jackson again. Jackson, what balance to stay on his feet and get mouth football.
Yeah, this looks like what Michigan has done to Ohio State the last 4 years, is they get late into the game and then they just lean on them with the run game. Big credit to those 5 guys up front. These backs, the young ones, Bo Jackson, Isaiah West. We've seen C.J. Donaldson with some nice carries in this.
2nd and 1. Jackson again looking for the first down. Quarterback sneak, first down, Ohio State.
We've seen it a few times from Ohio State today, and all you got to do is just get low, get behind that offensive line, and then run to the bubble, right? Wherever those defensive linemen, that gap is, as a quarterback, you just try to tick, tick, tick.
1st and 10 at the Michigan 11. Donaldson again. But the thing about it,
throws, and we see that play out on the field.
Here's a handoff. Donaldson. Break. 3rd down and 4 at the 5. Play fake. Saying. And he'll throw it out of the end zone. And it's good.
For Ohio State has only faced 35 total snaps here today.
Underwood. That one thrown high. Incomplete. Intended. Underwood in trouble. And sacked. Kenyatta.
This is a great rush. So here he is over on the left side of the offense, and he's able to just move the tackle. That's Blake Frazier. Back into the backfield. He sheds the block, and he's able to get to Bryce Underwood. This offense has just been able to do
either team. Underwood on 3rd and long. And it's caught.
Line up all over the field. Here he's lined up as a linebacker. Over on this right side, here's Downs, and so he's going to go get hands on Marsh in the slot. Then he comes up and defends the underneath route, and he's able to get Deacon Tonelli on the ground. Excellent tackler, very smart player. He's the Swiss Army knife of college football.
He's been given is that he reminds the NFL guys of Ed Reed, the Hall of Fame safety for the Baltimore Ravens. Ennis
with a good return. Big statistic. First down to the 29. Bo Jackson. Another 100. 2nd and 8. Jackson again. Saying. Hands it off on 3rd and 6. Donaldson. And it looks like he may be. Ryan Day trying to ice this game. They give it to Donaldson.
It's been efficient. This is the best team in America.
West. Isaiah West stopped by Metcalf. Let's go.
I think it's a big reason why they've been so good on defense.
3rd down and 3, and Michigan down for Underwood. Underneath, and it's caught.
Middle of the 3rd, started waving it off. Here he is going down to the ground. Did he secure it? No, he doesn't have control. The ball hits the ground. Really good call by those officials there. And you notice they're tight to cover into for the quarterback.
2nd and 10. Underwood. Hit as he throws it. Kuzdar.
Most productive player on the outside. No catches today for number 4.
Underwood. And going for it. Bryce Underwood. And it's intercepted.
Right through the hands of Donovan McCulley. He comes in on the slant from the right side. There's through his hands. Igbenogson falls in his lap. Now ends up ripping his helmet off, so he's going to get a flag here after the game.
Conduct, number 1 from Ohio State for removing his helmet. 15-yard penalty. 1st and 10, Ohio State.
It turned into a drop-back game, and that's just not a game that they're going to win.
Donaldson. 2nd down and 8.
Donaldson.
3rd down and 5. And they'll get it with Donaldson. 1st down. Ohio State from beating their arch rival and heading to the Big Ten